Welcome back, grade 12s. Yes, what are we busy with? Bank reconciliation statements. And we've alluded to a lot of things in our first segment, so please make sure that you have your wits about you and you are focused and you are paying attention to what we are doing. Now, the following table will represent to us where transactions need to be entered. Got that? So please, guys, as I say, I need total attention, your mind, your body, and your soul. Here goes. A direct deposit, which is entered into the bank account as reflected on the bank statement. In other words, somebody has deposited money directly into our bank account, right? Example, you may have a tenant who's living in Timbuktu, where you have some property. And what do? They go to the bank in Timbuktu and they deposit the money into our account. So what are we going to do? It's appearing in the bank statement. We got to enter this amount into our cash receipts journal because we don't have that information, and therefore we enter it into the cash receipts journal. Direct deposit. Okay, the next one. A stop order or a debit order or an electronic payment appearing on the bank statement. The question that you ask yourself is, where is it appearing? It's appearing in my bank statement. Okay? Where is it not appearing? I need to now go and enter this information into my cash payments journal. For example, I've paid an amount via a stop order or a debit order or an electronic payment from my bank account, and therefore I need to enter this information to update my journals. Next one. The bank charges you interest on an overdraft. Okay? If the bank is charging me interest on an overdraft, I need to enter that interest because it's appearing in my bank statement. I need to enter it into my cash payments journal. Got that? So you can clearly see how by doing each of these transactions, I'm updating my records and I know exactly now where to enter what. A cancellation of a check, a stale, stop payment, stolen, or an altered check. Remember, step number 1, cancel that check in your cash receipts journal. That's right. You have to cancel that check completely. And how do you cancel that check? By entering it into your cash receipts journal. Okay, next one. If we are receiving interest on a favorable bank balance, in other words, what's happening here, guys? We are receiving money. From whom? From the bank. Where is it appearing? It's appearing in my bank statement. Got that? Where is it not appearing? It's not appearing in my cash receipts journal. So what do? I now go and enter that amount into my cash receipts journal. Clear? Brilliant. Are we still on the same page, guys? Do I have your full attention? I hope so. So please remain focused. Right. Next one. Checks issued but not appearing on the bank statement. That means the check is appearing in my cash payments journal. The check has been issued, it's in my books, but it's not on the bank statement. Therefore, where will I enter it? I'm going to enter it into my bank recon as what? As a debit outstanding check. Clearly you can see these checks are checks that have been issued to whoever we've paid. These checks have not been cashed. As a result, they will appear in my bank reconciliation statement as outstanding checks. Next one. Checks outstanding on the previous bank recon but appearing in the current bank statement. That means these checks were outstanding last month. Yes, they are outstanding last month, but they have now appeared in the current bank statement. You see that? Therefore, no entry is required. It means they were outstanding last month, but now they've gone through, and as a result, no entry is required. Why? Because these checks have now been presented for payment. Okie dokie. Brilliant. Checks outstanding on the previous bank recon, but still not appearing on the bank statement, on the current bank statement. That means These checks were outstanding last month, were not presented for payment. What has happened this month? When you check your current bank statement, they still do not appear. As a result, they will reappear in my bank statement, in my current bank reconciliation statement as what? As debit outstanding checks. In other words, they were outstanding last month, are still not presented, and therefore they will reappear in my bank recon as debit outstanding checks. Have we clearly got that? Hunky-dory. Great. Okay, now we come to outstanding deposits. That means, where are these deposits? They are reflected in my cash receipts journal, but they are not appearing in my bank statement. As a result, I will say credit outstanding deposits. Okay, so I have them in my journals, but they are not appearing on the bank statement. Therefore, they will appear in my bank recon under credit outstanding deposits. And then we have dishonored checks. Checks that we have received in good faith from people, but unfortunately are dishonored due to a number of reasons, not necessarily fraudulently, whatever the reason may be. These checks are cancelled in my cash payments journal. So no matter what the reason for the dishonoring is, I will cancel it in my cash payments journal. So guys, you've seen we've done quite a few entries, right? Make sure you absorb them, but don't go away, because there's more to follow in just a minute.